Right, hello the internet. Let's see if this works. So this is me, hopefully, live streaming my Pinebook unboxing. So let me just see if it has reached Twitter before I do anything else. Because obviously that's what counts on these sorts of things. All right. So I'm just, you are witnessing, if you're watching this on playback, it may well be, my first attempt at live streaming, so let's just see if this is working. There's a share button, didn't really, oh no, right, oh. Dun, 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 dun. Let me just share this onto Twitter and anywhere else that wants it. I appreciate how thrilling this must be for you all. No one's watching this, don't even know what I'm talking about. Right, here we go. Okay, let's give this a go. So, in here should be my brand shiny new Pinebook. So let's crack this open, see what we've got in here. This is a proper unboxing. This isn't one of these ones where I've already unboxed it and I know what's going on. This is genuine. Right, what have we here? Oh, comes in a nice case. A bunch of accessories in here. So that's everything. So yeah, it's USB powered. So there's a USB barrel connector. I got a spare there. There's a mini HDMI to regular HDMI thing, and that should be. Oh, what on earth is this? So I ordered a 32 gig memory card. I thought it would be built in, but that looks like. Well, that is actually, just see if you can see that there. That's not an SD card, that looks like a card that I need to physically install. Okay, there we have, that's a Euro charger for that's an H-barrel connector. We should deal with that in a bit. No UK plug, no, and some stickers! Gotta have stickers, right. So this is the Pinebook. So this is, oh, this is nice. This is in a sort of very sturdy plasticky case. This is built on the Pine 64 board, which is this sort of little prototyping board thing, and they've put it into a, how on earth do I open this? Is it stuck somewhere there? Well, there's a little plastic handle that's broken off somewhere. Is this meant to be like a carrying case for it? I think so. Ah, that's why. Right, there's just a little bit of tape on there. Let's get rid of that. Be careful with knives, kids. And in here we have. Oh, that's very nice. Right, let's get rid of that. Dun 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 dun. Oh, right, that's some instructions. 30-day limited warranty. Ooh, it's all white. I was kind of expecting it to be silver. I don't know why I thought that. I suppose it looks a bit silvery. That's a nice white. That's a fairly solid construction. There's memory card slot there, headphones, USB, and then on there we've got power USB and HDMI. Let's take a look at it, see. Ooh, well, that's quite nice. Good, fairly full-size keyboard, no number pad, obviously. Let's just make it. Ooh, yeah, slightly unbalanced, as you can possibly see there, with that fully bit wobbly. We just move that up there. That's a lot more stable. Right, so here's the kicker. Is it charged? Let's see what happens if we hold down the power button. Probably not. No, right, so I'm going to need to plug it in. But before we do that, thank you, Glamorous Assistant. A little bit of wine just to toast it. Cheers. Hello, computer. Lovely. Let's put the wine somewhere safe. Now, if I was smart, I'd have bought a power adapter down here, but I wasn't smart, so let's just see, where did this go? So let me just plug this in by being very naughty and putting a Euro socket in. Yeah, Dave says, from the name, I was thinking this was an e-reader. Yeah, Pinebook. But then I suppose you've got MacBooks and everything else. So, all right, let's give me 1 second while I break all known health and safety regulations. Oh, you know what? Actually, I've got a USB socket here. Let me plug it in directly via that. It's probably going to be the easiest way rather than using the official adapter. So, right, here we go. So, let's take in. So this is one of these. I don't know if this is an Anchor one. No, so this is an iClever multi-socket thing. So, it would have been really nice if this charged off USB-C. I mean, that's the standard that everything's going. Instead, it does charge from USB, but using this barrel connector. So that's an H barrel connector. I mean, they charged me, I think, $3.99 for an extra cable, which is a little bit of a rip-off, but I just wanted to make sure I had everything I needed. You know, you can buy these for pennies. So let's just pop the power in there. All right, we get a little LED or another glass of wine. Cheers. It's Friday night. It's fine. Oh right, probably just see there. Little power thing. So this should come pre-installed with Linux of some description. I think it was, I want to say Mate. I might be wrong in that. This is lovely wine. Little camera there, nice trackpad. Oh, trackpad. You can't see how it feels, but that feels rather nice. It's got sort of fairly solid click to it. Got function keys, we've got a menu key. That feels, yeah, good. Now it's got the US keyboard layout, but you know, we can remap that later. The shift key's a little clicky compared to the others, but you know, this was I can't remember what it was, 150. Well, it's $99 plus shipping and all the other bits, so it came to a total of about 160 quid plus shipping and tax, which isn't bad. And it comes with a very generous 30-day warranty. Right, so it says it's shipping with Linux Mate. Function keys, David Carrington, default on, off or configurable. Well, David, we'll find out. I mean, they've got little blue things on for home and sleep and volume. Tell you what, let's try powering this on. Let's see what happens. So this is running Linux 3.1 with the Mate desktop. It's still saying it's not charged. I don't know if you can see that battery. Let me just try switching that on again. You might be able to see the little battery logo coming up on the screen. No? Yes? Here we go. Just waiting for it to charge. Let's give this a few minutes. You can download updates to it. So hopefully, if it's running Mate, then you should be able to install all the usual Linuxy bits. Now, this is the thing that I'm most intrigued by. So I'm just going to bring this up to the camera, see if I can get it to focus. It's really hard. It's not. So this is. I ordered the 32 megabyte. I wish. Yeah, no, 32 gigabyte expansion thing for it. I kind of expected it to be installed, but it's not. It's this little focus. It's this little circuit board, which I'm guessing I have to install somewhere in this. Let's just take a look. I mean, these are just regular Phillips screw heads, you know, there's no pentalobe or anything stupid like that. Oh, we've got little speaker grills down there, maybe not ideally placed, but it's going to send the sound out sideways. Tell you what I'm going to do, let's just find this official charger. What's this rated as to pump stuff out? That says 5 volts, 3,000 milliamps. So this is a 3 amp charger. So to charge it up, it's really looking for 3 amps rather than the 2 that my charger here is spitting out. Well, this should be spitting out 2.2 2.4 amps per socket might not be enough to kickstart it to life. So, time for another glug of wine while we're waiting for it to open up. Yeah, so unlike most of the unboxings and things that I do, this wasn't sent to me to review. This is paid for with my own money. This is really nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to compare this. Just wait there, YouTube, all 500 of you. I'm just going to grab my MacBook just so you can see the sizes. Alright, well, thank you for sticking with me there. Oh, look, I've even gained a view. Right, so this is the Pinebook, and this is... no, hang on, glass of wine. Is this the 11 or the 14-inch? This is the 14-inch. So maybe I didn't pay $99 for it. Maybe it was $130, I can't remember. But this compares sort of quite favourably to my work MacBook. Right, let's just put those next to each other. So it's... the screen is... it's a tiny bit smaller, but not a huge amount, and in terms of weight, they're broadly similar. It's size, they're about the same as well. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting this to have the performance of the MacBook, but we shall see. Right, so my glamorous assistant has just passed me an adapter, so let's see if we can get this kick-started at 3 amps. Right, there we go. So let's plug the 3 amp cable in rather than the 2.4. But I mean, you kind of expect these things with computers that they all take their own. Well, I've got a little charging LED and a little battery thing. So let's just see. So yeah, so this is the 14-inch version. So I mean, the screen size definitely looks good. Keyboard feels nice. I think it's backlit. I can't remember. Well, maybe at this price point it isn't. But it's a good layout, aside from the fact that you've got your hash key rather than a pound key there, and the at's in the wrong place because it's set for American layout. But you know, bit of Tip-X. Sort that right out. Come on, power up. Maybe it's one of these things where you have to leave it to charge for 500 hours overnight just to get it to do anything. Well, this is... I'm as disappointed as you are, live stream viewers. Maybe it's time to get the old penknife and... No, don't stab the Pinebook. That would be inappropriate for YouTube. So, well, if any of you have any questions about this, now's a really good time to ask while it's... charging up slowly, but slowly. I'll tell you what I'll do, just to get you an idea of the computing environment that I use. Just in the background, watching over me, is Darth Vader, the Dark Lord of the Sith. He's very happy to be here, ominously but gently looking over everything I do, and making sure that all computing reviews are free and fair. So thank you for that, Darth. Right, look at that, very smooth pan back down. Oh look, you can even see me looking at you. Hello, the internet. Yeah, this live stream stuff is a bit of bobbins, really. I really should just film this, edit it, take some photos. But what can you do? What can you do? Tell you what you can do. You can drink more wine. So, I'm wondering, is there a problem with that charger? I mean, the light isn't staying on for power. You'd kind of expect that, wouldn't you, for the charging LED? There's a little power LED there, but nothing to say that it's actually charging. Well, I can definitely feel... well, it's all plugged in. So, nothing much doing at the moment until this thing actually powers up. So, if you want to go grab a cup of tea or something, I mean... we're all spending our Friday nights watching a computer, eh? Isn't the future glorious? Tony Kennick says on the Twitters, nice tablecloth. Why, thank you, Tony. We got it in Amsterdam. Isn't that a fun fact? So, I'm just going to see... So does this feel like it's warming up at all? Because usually you can feel on a battery or anything. Maybe a little. So yeah, as I was saying, these are just regular crosshead screws. So that should be nice and easy to get into. See the Pine64 board. You've got a little, I think it's a VGA webcam. It's nothing particularly exciting. I don't know where the microphone is. Let's just take a look. There's a little LED there for the microphone, but it doesn't feel like it's got a grill. Actually, no, I might be wrong. Look, there's two microphone symbols, one there, one there. So you've got power, caps lock, num lock, no caps lock on the caps lock key. Bit annoying, but there you go. I wonder if these are actually mics rather than LEDs. Curious. And again there, it's very slim. So you can just see there, that's a USB port, and that's a slimline HDMI. So I've got, it comes with an HDMI adapter. I paid for an HDMI adapter which will plug in there and give you a full-size port. Yeah, you could have just about got a full-size HDMI in there, I think, but yeah. Now look at that, there is no LED lighting up there, is there? I take that out. This should be providing but the power LED there has come on, so let's try this other charging cable, see if that causes the LED to light up. Because that's what I would expect, that would light up when power goes in, unless that might be the microphone. Bit odd if it is. Right, let's... So yeah, as soon as I plug in the power, that little LED comes on. This is coming off my USB power bank. But it doesn't seem to be doing any charging. It's feeling slightly warm around there, but not hugely. So yeah, as I was saying previously, if I just move those cables on the back, with the laptop completely open, it's a little wobbly. It's just a little unbalanced. It could do with, just a little bit more weight at the front, or slightly deeper bobbles at the back. Because as it is, typing on that's going to get annoying quickly. But just at about that angle, works very nicely. Well, there is only one thing for it. As I said before, it's Friday night. A little wine with your unboxing. Remember to drink alcohol responsibly. So the only instruction sheet, which I suppose I should have read, is this. And all that says is the default login is Pine64, and install updates. Plastic box, which comes with the Pinebook during shipping, is one-time use only. It's not an under warranty item, so okay, that was just a sacrificial box, but it could be used for other stuff. 30-day warranty. No, it doesn't say anything about you must charge this for 500 hours before use. Nothing in any of the other boxes either. Right, I'm just going to give this a minute for more charging, and then we might end this live stream. I am so sorry to disappoint you, my loyal viewers. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, what else can we do? So I've tried with the power bank, which is spitting out 2.4 amps, and that doesn't seem to be charging it. And the official charger, which is a 3 amp, also doesn't seem to be doing anything. The power strip I'm using is definitely working. If you have suggestions, now is an excellent time to put them into the YouTube chat box. Do remember, this is only my first live stream, so it is naturally terrible. Does this have to go in further, I wonder? It's just... Well, you see, as soon as I put it in, get a little power LED there. So it's obviously receiving something, but then it's just going, no, I cannot charge. You do not have enough power. No. I wonder if it's one of these things that you can kickstart by repeating and plugging in. That's what you usually do with old laptops and things which won't charge. Well, if this goes on much longer, I might just have to abandon the live stream and go and have some dinner. Let's just see. Alan Pope says, it seems broken. Alan, well, the light is coming on, but then it's just not powering up. I'm wondering if the battery inside is just fully discharged, because what you often find on phones is that when the battery discharges completely 100%, the recharge just won't kick in, and so sometimes you just need to trickle charge it. Just what I found, and you'll see this with things like the BlackBerry Playbook, you sort of have to plug it in, get it to sort of boot a little, and then just keep trickling in a few milliamps at a time until all of a sudden it goes, oh yeah, I need to wake up and charge. But here I'm not seeing anything. I'm just wondering. The power's definitely coming through. Ah, there we go. We've got a warning light now. That's good. A warning light is different from the previous light. Okay, so now I'm using the long press the power button. Right, well that's what I was trying to do before. Oh, like 30 seconds. Okay, let's give this a go. So let's hold it down. Come on, Alan, let's see if you're right. Can you give me a 30-second countdown? I've been holding it down for about 5 seconds. I'm bored now already. So I'm just going to go back to the 2.4 amp one. Oh, hang on, which one? Yeah, this is the 2.4 amp one. So that's kicking it in. That's coming up with the, I don't know if you can see that there's a little battery symbol on there. Right, let's try holding this down. So after 8 seconds, it's come on. It's about 15, nothing happening. Time for another glug of wine while we do it. Cheers, YouTube. Beautiful drop of, I don't know what it is, but I'm not sponsored to give out wine, so do not take my wine advice. Right, so holding down that power isn't doing anything. Let's just try jimmying it again. So just repeatedly. So just as it goes in, that's enough to get the LED working. I wonder. It's coming up with the broken battery symbol again. If I just unplug this from there. Right, if I take that out. I'm getting the power warning light now. Right, so just plugging it in with no power doesn't trigger it. So it's not a mechanical issue. That's fine. So I think what I might just have to do, and sorry to all 700 of you, 7 of you live streaming this, is I might just have to leave this for half an hour or so charging, and then we can see what happens to it, which give me a good chance to go and get some dinner, because I am Hank Marvin, which, as you all know, is Cockney rhyming slang for starving. Yeah, I think what I will do is just leave this stream on and keep this charging, and then come back in about 10-15 minutes. Let's see if that does anything. Let's not. I know. I'm sorry, Alan, for ruining your Friday night. I will refund you in full when we next see each other. You can always claim a refund from all these YouTube streams. Remember that by sending a stamped addressed envelope to the usual address, and including a postal order for £5 for return of postage, and then I will refund you your YouTube stream fee. So. I know, John, I used to be wild and hip too, but as it turns out that drinking wine and fiddling with electronics from the Far East is a much more useful and productive way to spend your Friday nights rather than going out and getting drunk, meeting new people and getting better acquainted with them. So, all right, this is... I'm going to switch back to the official 3 amp charger. So that's definitely supplying current, because as soon as I put that in, that LED is lighting up. Am I getting anything on the screen there? No, just that battery symbol. So, okay, YouTube, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you. You can stay watching this. Give me a call or a text if anything exciting happens. I doubt it will. And I shall be back once I've had my dinner. Going for dinner. Dinner, much more exciting than watching Pinebook's charge. Just hold down the power key. Is that going to do anything? No, I've got the LED there. Just the battery symbol. All right, YouTube, I will be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. It's vitally important that you stay tuned for reasons that I don't fully understand, but apparently algorithms. Oh, what am I meant to say? Oh, yes. Like and subscribe. You don't have to like this. I wouldn't like this, and I would cancel your subscription if I were you. Right, back in a few moments. Well, 20 minutes or so. Depends what's for tea. I was basically saying about the Pinebook project that we did that it kind of most important thing is printing example that have an it's relatively easy if you want to print. It's relatively expensive if you want to sell.
You can literally translate that entire paragraph to read that section into really well.
Yeah, no, I know. Such is life. So this week was kicked out of school because I expressed myself.
Oh, do you know what I was capturing that photo when I sent it to you?
What did you capture?
Elaborate.
Would you like to get anything else? Is there any more? Anything else? Ice cream!
You look much like my food.
Oh, we also had a tactical technicality again, right? My wine glasses might have been refilled.
No.
Did you fill them?
Yes.
This is magic.
Because I was technology don't despair.
Yeah. Well, it worked. The minge hot. I want it hot. Take it or share. Mmm. Well, we have had this one. Oh, I suppose you did put something in chocolate.
Oh. It was instant, yeah.
Right, hello again, YouTubers. Is anyone still there? Blimey, 4 of you are still there. Well, I've polished off most of that bottle of wine. I don't mind telling you, I'm a little merry for it. So, hello again. Let's see if half an hour of charging has done anything at all to this point. Let's just rest it on the keys. No, let's just rest it there. Okay, I'm going to press the power button. Here we go. Wish me luck. 3, 2, 1. Power on. Come on, work. 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 Oh, it's booting! It's booting! Yes! Community build and special thanks to a bunch of people and the Pine64 community. Oh, it's working. This is very exciting. Cheers, everyone. I don't see you. Send a cheers emoji. That's a lovely thing to do. Okay. Party time, Alan Poe. Party on Wayne. Party on Garth. Okay. Oh, look at this. Wow, this is a proper mate desktop. Let's just see if we can darken it down. All the emoji. Right. So by default, it comes with the username Pine64 and password Pine64. It thinks it's the 11th of February at the top there. No idea why. Oh, this mouse pad is very fast. I mean, I can go. I don't know if you just watch to one side, so it's the entire width, or if I move quicker, it's nicely accelerate. Oh, that is, yeah, that's a nice little mouse pad. Let's type in the password, Pine64. So top secret password, everyone, PINE 64. We'll be changing that later. Can I just adjust this so you can see it a bit better? No, just use your imaginations, YouTube. You're good at that. Okay, here we go. Let's boot in. Oh, I just noticed there's a little delete key there. So the enter key isn't like a full size thing, but you've got delete and backspace. So, see how quickly this logs in and what else we can do. And while we're waiting, have another glug of wine. I feel like, what was the name of that chef who was always drinking?
All of them.
All of them. No, there was one. Who was the chef on the TV? Who was, have a drink. Not. I want to say Keith Harris. He was with Orville, wasn't he?
So it was a Keith.
It was a Keith. What Keith? Keith Floyd! Fisk Debug, you are quite right. And Alan Pope. It was Keith Floyd. Well, Keith Floyd ain't got nothing on me. Did Keith Floyd do unboxings on YouTube while drinking wine? No, he didn't, because he was a slacker. Right, so, I mean, look at this. This is a proper Pine64 desktop. Pine64 Mate desktop. That all looks good. Hey, this is, I mean, it was quick enough to log in. I mean, right, let's, so it's still saying February the 11th, 2016. I wonder why that is. Well, let's log in to the old Wi-Fi. So, what networks has it got? Okay, so this has only got 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. There's no 5 gigahertz or Wi-Fi here. So let me just log on to my guest network. Oh, bloody hell, what was the password that I set for the guest bloody network? I think it was something like password 1234, but I might be wrong with that. Let's just try. If you're very quick, you can see what the password is to my guest network, but I will be changing it. For I'm not a fool, YouTube. I am not a fool. I am a fool, but there we go. And that's it. It's connected. So, right. Well, where should we go first? Well, I mean, let's open up the web browser, see how quick that is. We've got Firefox there. By default, I might do a sudo apt-get update. So this is the Pinebook based on the Pine64 core. It's not the snappiest thing in the world, but that'll do. Let's just see how quick it is to load up my page. One of my pages, anyway. That's all right, and my blog. So obviously you're all subscribed to my blog, shookspur.mobi, because you're kind and wonderful people. There we go. That's scrolling speed. So all we use is 2-finger scrolling, so that's good. It's not. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's not like super snappy. I'm not disappointed with it, but you know, it renders quickly enough. Got a few bits and bobs there, but that's all right. Let's just see what Twitter is like. Obviously, I'm not logged into anything here, so not going to be able to give you the full logged in experience. But you know, essentially, I want this as a as my day-to-day laptop. I've got a MacBook Air for work, but it runs OS X, which, as we all know, is an operating system designed for children, not for adults who want to do coding and cool shit. Am I allowed to say shit on YouTube? I've had a few glasses of wine, YouTube. What can I tell you? So, yeah, a little slow on here. I mean, YouTube isn't the snappiest site in the world because it's built by people who all have octa-core laptops. Oh, it makes a good sort of clicky noise on the trackpad, and can I right-click on there? Let's just see what's going on. Maybe not. Now, Alan, you asked about the function keys. Someone asked about the function keys. Let's try turning the volume up. Just pressing F4 doesn't happen, but if I press function F4, yes, I get volume control. I tell you what, let's oh, can we go like full Inception and view the live stream of this on the live stream? That will give you an idea of the volume. Hopefully with a bit of feedback. Let's see. Well, there's my Twitter page. I mean, it's a little slow to react to some things. I haven't updated this, but this is looking like it should be good enough for doing basic work on. You're not going to be compiling live. You're not going to be compiling Linux kernels on this thing, but right, let's go watch YouTube, see how that works. So the speakers, as I mentioned, if you saw earlier, they are, I think, there and there. That music was coming from my glamorous assistant, who is shocked and surprised at I'm viewing YouTube in English US. Oh, goodness me, no. Simplified English, dearie me. I do apologise to any Americans who are watching, but look, there's all of your live chats. So say hello, YouTube. Let's see if this works. So you might hear in the background the other phone there is working. Speaking like a bit of a disappointment that it doesn't have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. You would kind of expect that. Even very cheap phones have that today. Is this going to kick into the YouTube live stream? Is this all that YouTube live streamers are seeing? I don't know. Oh, right. Might choose another video in just a bit, but this is all right so far. I might put XFCE on maybe as a slightly faster desktop environment, but this is booted up now. Let's just see how the battery is doing just while we're here. 3%. Okay, so yeah, so it was shipped completely empty. I don't know if it will say what the capacity is. It says it's Lion phosphate, history, statistics. I mean, this is just all the normal stuff that you would expect from Linux. That's very odd. So this isn't picking up the live stream at all. I wonder if that's a speed thing. Let's and the way that Mate is just bright green all the time, very distracting. Let's just try watching a different YouTube video here. Now, if you just hang on just 1 second, as if by magic, watch this. Fill my wine glass, magician. Look at that, just as if by magic. Who knew? Thank you, honey.
I'm having the rest.
Yeah, you deserve it. Let's just try watching another YouTube video. Let's just see how this goes. So, I mean, this is only on 3% battery, so I don't think this is operating as super fast as it would go. But okay, so we've got a. It's not super loud, I have to say. Is there anything we can do in the volume? I don't know if you can hear that. I can over. Okay, so I can. Well, the sound is. I don't know, if I overdrive it, it does sound a bit crappity. I tell you what, let's just. Let's just put that back to 100%. I mean, I'm fairly sure there's a headphone jack in there. You know, you're not going to be watching super duper videos on there, but, you know, for sound, but, you know, it's playing YouTube. It's doing it all right. A little slow as we scroll around. I tell you what, let's close out. Let's do some apt getting, because that's what we like doing as... oh, Vim! Vim is there. Why? Nano for life. Right, system tools. Where do they hide the terminal? There we go. So, sudo apt updates. I will obviously have to stick on my own account, but oh, there we go. So it's running Xenial, which is not the latest. I think 1704 is Z, Zapier, something like that. So this is 1604, probably something like that. Oh, a whole bunch of things can be updated. So this is running Pine 64 flavor, which is, it's an ARM core. So you might not get absolutely everything. So I don't know if things like FFmpeg thumbnailer is there. Maybe not some other things, but let's just upgrade this, just see how quickly it does its base level upgrade. Oh, could not lock. Is another process using it? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, Ubuntu, what are you playing at? Let's go to update, software updater. Let's see if that works any better. So the screen, I have to say, the screen is pretty nice. It's slightly reflective. If I go down like that, you can see it doesn't retain, you know, perfect color fidelity, but you know, nothing does. But for staring straight at it, that, you know, the color reproduction on there seems pretty good. I don't have wobbly windows. I wonder if I can install Compiz on here and get that going. Yeah, it does look rather nice, doesn't it? We'll just wait for its upgrades to go. So by default, it's got, I mean, all the usual stuff on there. Oh, comes with Scratch. So you can do your own programming stuff, Sudoku, Chromium instead of Chrome, Firefox, Pidgin, LibreOffice is on there as well. Scratch and Squeak and something called Genie. Fast and lightweight IDE using GTK. I've not used that before. Don't know whether anything like Git is installed. VLC is also on there, so it should play videos as well. I tell you what, just while we're waiting for that to update, let's just see how much disk space it's got. So you might be able to see there. It comes with a default 15 gig card inside. This is why I got the 32 gigabyte card, of which 9.6 is available. That's all right. Well, cheers to all that. Zoom the terminal in a bit. Well, Mr. Pope, your wish is my command. Now you're saying Control Plus, but that's just doing an equal sign. Why is that? Control Shift Plus. Control Shift Plus. There we go. So hopefully, oh, look at that. You're a genius, Popey. Yeah, so comes with a 15 gig card installed, of which you get about 9 and a bit free for you to do whatever nonsense you want with it. Take a drink. Remember to only enjoy wine in moderation. And when you're of legal age to drink in your jurisdiction. So, what's going on with this software update? This is still saying waiting for unattended upgrade to exit. I presume that's running in the background somewhere. I can't stop it. We also have Bluetooth as well. Let's just see if that will pick up my my Bluetooth device. Yes, we'll do the updates in a bit. Set up new devices. Let's just see. Bluetooth Service Assistant. Yeah. It's finding all sorts of things. I don't know who those are. These might be my neighbour's phones, but you know, it's found mine. All right. I think these might be Bluetooth 4 things that it's found. Some BLE tokens, but. Yeah, that's paired instantly. So Bluetooth works, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a first for Linux. Well, pairing in progress. Let's see if it actually gets any further than that. But you know, on my phone, it is saying Pinebook on there, so something is working. Always accept, yes. I don't know what's going on. Well, my phone seems quite happy. Right, so let's just... not all updates can be installed. Continue. Software index is broken. It is impossible. It is impossible to install or remove any software. Please use a packet manager or in sudo apt-get. Well, that's what I was trying to do. So thank you, Ubuntu, for proving again how wonderfully user-friendly you are. This is, I have to say, it's a little... I mean, the UI is okay. You know, let's just close that if we can, and let's just manually... Why are you saying you can't upgrade? There we go. Well, it wants to upgrade everything. It's going to take 12 whole megabytes. Yeah, that's fine. This enter key is nice. I'm used to having the sort of full-size one. You can probably see that it's half-size and there's a little delete key there. But that's all right, isn't it? It's downloading and updating all right as well. Someone has sent me some hate mail. YouTube, I'm distraught. They've sent this as a comment, and that is abuse. And I will not say. I will find your ISP, and I will report you, because this sort of abuse of famous YouTubers like me is frankly a bloody disgrace. I am spending my Friday night getting drunk and showing you how a new computer thingy works, and all you can do is just send abuse. Anyway, so this is, I'll tell you what, while this is updating, let me just grab the MacBook Air just so you can compare it in terms of size. Now, obviously, a MacBook Air is very, very different, is a very different beast in terms of power, but in terms of size, you know, the screen is a tad smaller, not a huge amount. Weight, they're about the same, and dimensions, the Pinebook is slightly smaller, and the keyboard layout is slightly different. But you know, this is, if you're this Pinebook, if you're looking for a MacBook Air replacement, which isn't, you know, as expensive, you know, a MacBook Air is an expensive bit of kit. This is, you know, $150. This Pinebook, you know, it's not. $150 is still $150, but you know, it's not break the bank stuff. Oh, right, that seems to have updated. Let's just see if there's anything else that it wants to do. But you know, this is a cheap and cheerful. As someone was saying on Twitter earlier, a bit like those netbooks you used to get. You know, the EEPC, but this has a much nicer screen. It's okay, well, let's see if we can install Compiz. Someone says, 150 quid, did you have to pay VAT on top? Well, yes, so I paid for a few extras, so I got the an extra USB charger, micro HDMI thing. I also paid for an upgraded hard disk, which they haven't installed. It's, you know, it's a separate thing. And yeah, so DHL shipped it, and then they've just sent me a text message saying, you owe 35 quid, which I assume is VAT plus their thing. Mate Tweak is in the menu somewhere, lets you choose it as a compositor. Yes, so I have seen that before on Mate. Let's just see. Look and feel, Mate Tweak. Now, usually CCSM, which is the Compiz manager, isn't on there, but let's see what we've got. That's just the panel layout. Windows, Window Manager, Compiz is on there. I tell you what, I'm just going to see if CCSM is. It's not. Let's just see if we can install that. install. So CCSM is the compiz. So I don't know how I can turn on wobbly windows, which is frankly the only reason to have Linux. Sorry, I love Linux, but I love... I have to type it in full. Oh, Alan, what's going on? I'll tell you what. I can do apt search compiz, because I can't remember what it's called. I'm too drunk to type it in properly, so I'm going to have to do a search. Right, Python compiz config. Let's just scroll up here. Compiz plugins. Compiz mate. Compiz fusion, compiz gnome, compiz dev. Compiz core. But I don't see CCSM. Well, I tell you what, let's just switch it over to compiz in the look and feel, see what happens. Having a think. Compiz config settings manager. Ooh, it's having a bit of a glitch there. Does this window manager look okay? Got to be honest, no. Let's install. No, can't tab complete. Ooh, now this is getting quite warm here. Very warm. I mean, that is hot to the touch there, just where the charging is, where the charging cable is. Keyboard is warm to the touch there, but there it's, yeah, you don't. I'm going to move my wine because I don't want wine getting warm. No, I can't seem to. Compiz decorator. No, how about just plain old compiz? God, I've got to have my wobbly windows, man. That's the most important thing about everything. Oh yes, it is Ubuntu 16.4. No, I won't send you an error message because I just don't care. So let's go for Marco with GPU compositor. Let's see if that works. Does this window manager look okay? Yeah, a bit slow. Let's keep that. Bit of flickering on the mouse as well. Let's go for compiz again, see if it does anything. It almost looks like it's logging out while it does it. I think I might just have to stick with the non-GPU. That's really not liking compiz. Okay, let's go back to the failsafe window manager. Right, let's go to Marco. Yeah, that will do. I mean, I can live without wobbly windows. I shouldn't have to live without wobbly windows, but I will. All right. Animation, yeah, that's all working. I've got window snapping as well. That's interesting. It's sometimes registering my clicks as double clicks, but that might just be me being a bit sloppy with everything. Let's enable keyboard LED launchers. I'll tell you what, if I press caps lock, yeah, so you can just see possibly there the caps lock thing comes on. Now there is what looks like a numlock. So if I do function F12, okay, I can switch on numlock as well. Now, we were talking about microphones earlier, so I think these two are the microphone LEDs. Let's just, if I go into sound settings, sound preferences, inputs, so input volume, saying out. So none of those are lighting up. Connector, analog input, monitor of sound HDMI. Well, okay, so we'll go off HDMI, but well, what I want to be able to use Skype and things now. It's saying there's no input level on there. Usually you would expect that to be popping up, but I might have to see what's going on with that. And yeah, we'll pump stuff out via HDMI or stereo. So analog stereo duplex. Stereo output and mono input. Mono output and stereo input. Let's have a test of those in just a bit. Let's test the speakers. So in a quiet room, you can just about hear them. But it's not great. You're going to want to use headphones, and hopefully, I'll see later if Bluetooth headphones work on those. And let's just see. So the duplex should be stereo in and stereo out. Let's try stereo output and mono input as well. If I go to input there, no, connector analog input. That's the only thing I'm seeing. Analog, let's just go for just input. No output. No, you working? Hello, anyone there? Should be picking me up from there, but it's not. See there, it's just saying analog stereo. Let's just put that back to duplex. Lols indeed. Okay. We've got the default Ubuntu sound effect, so it might be clicking, but we can't hear it because it's a bit quiet. Let's just close the crash report as well. Places, we'll connect to folders, admin. Tell you what, let's restart this, see how that goes. Let's just see if it pops up anything on the restarts so we can see what's going on. But the keyboard feels nice enough to type on. The mouse pad is all right. Bit slow perhaps, but you know, it's a cheap laptop, you know, $150 or something like that. And the question is, can I get away with replacing my MacBook with this? Because most of what I do is in the browser, you know, I'm in Gmail and Twitter, and I'm not, you know, doing huge amounts of programming, which require compilation. I tell you what, I might just see once we log in if Python and other stuff is installed as well. Okay, so Python and Python 3, there we go. So 3.52, latest is 3.7 or something like that, but that's, you know, fine. Can I install Tweepy on here? Have we got pip? No, we don't have pip. Oh god, I'm going to have to remember how to install pip. Nano, can I Nano on here? Yeah, good old Nano, much better than Vim and anything else like that. Okay. So let's just, well, I tell you what, let's just pop into Nano. Apps install Python pip, that's what Popey suggests. Well, I'm just going to do some typing and see how that works. So what's the phrase? The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy old dog. That's fine. I mean, the keyboard works. I'm going to have to switch it to UK import rather than US. Apt install Python pip. Oh, well, yeah, pip is in there. That's good. Right, so should be able to do a little bit of Python-y programming, which is always handy. I'd say the screen is definitely one of the better ones that I've seen of these cheap sort of laptops. And no idea. Backups are for losers. Kids, always back up your stuff, because don't be like me. Yeah, this is surprisingly fine. The GPU isn't pip and pip2, so pip install Tweepy, which is the Twitter pip thingamajiggity that I use. Is that going to work? Collecting, downloading, OAuth, everything else. Gets all the wheels. Having a good think about it, there's no... Oh, you're using pip version 8. Pip version 9 is available. Well, I'll deal with that later, but let's just pop into Python, import Tweepy. Oh, no, I've gone into Python 3, but I've only pip installed for Python 2, because Python is... Import Tweepy. Yay, there we go, that works fine. Okay, now this did also have in its internet browser Chromium. It's got hex chat if I want to go to IRC, like it's 1993 again. So this is how quickly it is to start up Chromium. I mean, this isn't blazing fast, let's be honest. But it gets there. Woo, Chromium. No, I don't want to sign in with Google. Yes, I imagine that's how I can search. So let's do a search for Pinebook. Ooh, I'm typing, nothing's happening. Ooh, there we go. So the Pinebook laptop is, which is what this one is $100. 2 gig of RAM, so a bit slow. 1.2 gigahertz ARM chip, and a 16 gig flash. Now I have got somewhere the 32, which I will need to physically install. There's an SD slot, which I'll tell you what, let me just show you where those are. So for those of you who haven't been here since the start, so on here we've got an SD card slot, a headphone socket, and I assume this is just a regular USB. I don't think that's going to be USB 3 or anything like that. And on this side here, we've got USB again. We've got micro HDMI, so there's an adapter for that. The charger is a barrel connector, barrel H on that side, and then on the other side, it is. If I just pull that out there. USB. The official charger comes with a 3 amp charger. I'm assuming it's going to work with a 2 amp as well, but there we go. And a 10 amp hour battery. So the display 1300 by 768, that's pretty standard. Oh, why are you zooming? Oh, it's because I'm pinched to zooming. Well, it's good to know that multi-touch works on here. But let's just scroll instead. Nope. Having a bit of a mare there. Right, let's just. Oh yeah, so it only comes with an EU or a US adapter. So I've got the EU one. Again, slightly annoying, but then the UK has weird power requirements. Anyway, so yeah, that's. Basically what I pay. So $100 for the laptop, $4 for the various cables as well, which is all right, plus import tax. Shipping was a little slow. They said it would be, I think, beginning of June. It's come out at the end of June, but that's all right. Let's just go. Let's find another interesting website we can go to. Let's try the BBC News. So there's a little bit of flickering on the mouse cursor there. I don't know if that's a compositor or something else. but that's relatively quick. The scrolling is okay. I mean, it's not the smoothest scrolling in the world, but you know, we're living in an age where websites are multi-megabytes of stuff. So I wonder if iPlayer will work. Let's just try BBC iPlayer. So now I've mentioned before that the volume is a bit low, but let's just see. Let's find, there we go, a bit of mock the week. This keeps pinch to zooming. That is slightly annoying. Let's full screen that. So let's see what Dara and Chums have to say on mock the week. So it's having a bit of a think. As I said, this is 2.4 gigahertz. This isn't. You'll soon need to sign in. Yeah, no, that's fine. Strong language. Well, yes, that's why I'm watching it. No, I don't want a PG lock. Just play some video. And a trailer. Bit of tearing there. Oh, what's happened to the sound? Has that gone completely, or? I'm not hearing anything on that. Let's just skip that. Sound preferences. My output, one input. Let's. So the front left and the front right is working. I'm not getting anything out of the BBC. Now, why is that? Turn that up to 11. Let's see. So the video quality is a little choppy. So, I mean, this isn't, you know, going to be a superb multimedia machine. Let's just kill that. How are we doing on battery life there? That's 11%. Let's turn off HD. Let's see if that will... Oh, no! Don't know what's going on here. But there's absolutely no sound off this. Okay, it's interesting. Where's my mouse gone? Let's try Firefox rather than Chromium. I mean, I can lie to myself and say maybe it's good it can't play sound. That way I won't get distracted while working. But, yes. Okay. Ooh, well, I've typed it in entirely wrongly. It's possibly because I've had a glass or two of wine. Ripper Street. Good old Ripper Street. Let's see if that works. Contains some violence and some upsetting scenes. So YouTubers, if you're of a nervous disposition, turn off now. Audio described. Oh, come on. I'm going to turn HD off, just see if that works to start with. No, I shall... Yes, I am 16 or over. I do not want PG lock. Again, there's no sound on there. Let's just try... I'm not getting anything out of there. And let's... Nothing's happening that way. Let's just see. HTML5 audio test. Maybe it's a browser, maybe it's something else. No, I'm not getting any audio out of there. So if I had to test speakers, that's working. I think Firefox is playing audio, but it's not doing anything. I tell you what, if that's a let's try some OGG. No. Okay, that's slightly annoying. What have we got? We don't have GIMP, which is something I use quite a lot. Let's see if GIMP is installable. It's not there by default. Yep, let's grab GIMP. Let's just pump that up so you can see what's going on. It's terribly exciting as it installs GIMP. Let me update Twitter. Let them all know that it's working. Now, I'm assuming that GIMP will take an absolute age to start, but let's give that a go. Obviously, we use GIMP in single window mode because we're not savages. So GIMP 2.8, which I think is the newest one, started up all right. Single window mode. There we go. That's working. And as someone's pointed out, this is a very common chassis for these sorts of computers. This is Taobao T-Book, which is exactly the same sort of thing. 2 gig of RAM, 32 gig ROM, quad core sort of thing, $100 and something. So, interesting. Right, so I want to get audio working on here. That's one thing. I don't know if this comes with any default music or images or anything like that. Let's go off to Wikipedia, download some MP3s from there. So if I just type in download MP3s into Google, terrible things will happen, I'm sure. Okay, so Wikipedia is relatively quick, it seems. I don't know if this will have the MP3 codec by default. I know that the patents have now, if not expired, well, whatever they've done. Does this have a... does this have a demo MP3? Oh, right. Let's download whatever this is. Let's download the OGG version. No, I want to save this. Right, so no, stop you. And let's open you up in, I'm assuming it'll be VLC, which is installed by default on here. Yes, that's fine. I'm not getting anything out of this. This is interesting. Isn't playing any audio. So the audio speakers are working when I do the speaker test, but nothing else. So let's try with a WAV file. Yes, let's just open that up directly. So it's relatively snappy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, nothing is coming out of there. Might have to investigate what's going on with the audio. But that is relatively snappy to load stuff up. Let's tell you what. Let's try LibreOffice. Go to Writer. Is 5 the most recent version? Doesn't feel like it's the most recent version, but so all right. Startup speed. Everything there seems to work. If I go. Yeah, the left shift feels a little hard to describe, clickier than the right shift, but it's all right. The keyboard itself is responsive. It's laid out well. I need to turn it to the UK layout. That's fine. Now, what I usually spend a lot of time in is Atom. Now, this will be a good test because Atom uses Electron. Now, can I download a deb for this? So this is this board is based on Pine64, which is an ARM core. So I don't know if I just download a regular deb, will it work? Well, there's only one way to. Oh, and this keeps mistaking me scrolling for zooming. I mean, this is me deliberately zooming, but let's see. Right, download deb. Was ist das? What's going on here? Bit loud on the old clicker. Is there even an ARM HF deb? I don't know, but I mean, I should be able to physically save this file. Why can't I? I click on save file, nothing is happening. I copy that link location, let's try we're getting it. Well, that's downloading. I don't know why this wine is going down far too quickly. I don't know why Firefox isn't playing ball with it. Let's just see. It does say all the platforms there. Well, maybe I should have taken a look. Missing a bit of Unicode there. Oh, no, there we go. Running Atom. Oh, this is from 2015, so this is a couple of years ago. Build and launch. Electron now builds an ARM compatible distribution. I might just have to download a different version. Let's just see what we've got here. But the download speeds, 3.5 megabytes per second. I'm on 150 megabits per second. I'm not maxing it out, but it's all right. Other platforms, what have we got? AMD, API, Mac, x64.exe, nothing for ARM. That's very sad. Okay, let's try. I don't know if I can get to something like Google Docs without logging in, but let's just see how quick something like that is. That's where I spend a lot of time as well. Aha, there is a community maintained fork. Hypersad Atom. Right, well, let's so, I mean, this is no worse than the old Chromebook that I used to use. I mean, that's not, brilliant praise, but the screen is good. I can read text nice and easily with it. I should be able to edit and stuff on here. I might read that later. Oh god, I have to install Node.js as well. What a palaver. Get to Google Docs. I am nearly out of wine and my wine fairy has disappeared. So let me just log into this. I'm going to take my laptop away so you can't see my top secret password. Okay, that's my login name. And my password is... Oh, come on, login. Password 1, 2, 3. Password 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, and there's a 2FA thing. Well, I suppose I want to cover that while I type in the 2FA thing as well. Oh, goodness me, what would happen if you saw my 2FA code? Well, dreadful, dreadful things, no doubt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there we go. Yes, I have just signed in Google. Thank you for keeping me safe. Yes, I know. Oh, Google, you look after me so well. Let's just open up one of these random ones. Because as long as I can sort of get to Google Docs and type things in there, could this be my my new full-time baby? I mean, I have to say, it feels quite nice. There's no branding on this. That is free for stickers. So if you're watching and you have lots of Ubuntu stickers, do send them my way. The bottom is quite nice. You've got the 4 sort of general rubbery bits there. As I've mentioned before, when this is open all the way, it is a bit wobbly. That front just lifts off and it doesn't quite balance. But I think this will be serviceable as a on-the-go machine. Let me just tell Google that I really did mean to sign in on here. That's Firefox 54 that this is running, so I don't know if that's, I think 56 is the latest version of Firefox. Tragedy, I am out of wine. So, as I am out of wine, I think I am out of time as well. But this... it's not super fast, let's be honest about that, but it's... it's all right. You're not going to be watching videos on it, but for general typing things up for a bit of web browsing, it's closer to netbook levels of speed. Was Git on here as well? Let's just see. Oh, Git is already installed, so that makes life slightly easier as well. Like I say, you're not going to be compiling kernels all night long on this, but for a bit of work and as a light laptop, which is a hell of a lot cheaper, if this breaks, it's $100 plus shipping. I think in total 150 quid plus a bit of tax, as opposed to the MacBook, which is, I don't know how much my employer paid for that, but it's definitely expensive. Let's just do one quick thing. Let's see if I can I get cheese on here? Let's just see what the quality of that camera is like. That's not, it's all right. It's not, particularly super bright and high resolution or high color. Where did it go? But if you want to do a bit of quick video conferencing, if I can get the audio to work, then it should be all right. Oh, I've got effects. Does this say anything about the camera? Oh, there we go. It's taken a nice photo of me there. Yeah, that mouse is a bit flickery. Ooh, all sorts of wonderful effects there. So, well, listen, thank you very much for watching this live stream. You've spent nearly 2 hours of your life watching me unbox and charge a cheap Pinebook computer. I'll be blogging about the experience, so do follow my blog, which is shuxper.mobi. Follow me on Twitter @edent. And I promised I wouldn't say this, so I shan't, but I forbid you from liking my channel, and I absolutely discourage you from subscribing. Do not encourage me to go any further. All right, YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye, the internet. Bye.